Hey guys, welcome to Travel Feels and welcome to another episode of TFF, Travel Feels Feedback, where I give you guys feedback on your film and at the same time we're learning something about filmmaking. First off, I just want to say check out the PlacerCam app. It's an app that me and my brother made. It's really good for making text for Instagram stories. That's really what we built it for. It's just a way to differentiate yourself and just take your Instagram stories way above everybody else's because it's something that most people aren't doing right now. So you can make these really cool 3D text right in the app. You don't have to use any sort of After Effects or any other programs to get these cool track text. So check out PlacerCam, and if you guys haven't, check out the CineLuts, their presets for your videos, or the Lightroom presets I put out maybe a month or two ago. They're just a really good way to improve your videos and your photos, and at the same time, I like using other people's LUTs and presets because I learn something. I see what they're doing to manipulate the image, and I don't know if you guys know, but I also have some courses. One's on wedding videography. It just goes through the whole process of making a cinematic epic wedding film. We used to do a bunch of those with my brother, and actually this weekend is gonna be a momentous occasion. I'm gonna be vlogging a little bit. I'll tell you guys about that later. There's also one on the business side of filmmaking, how to earn money with filmmaking, and a really comprehensive course on color grading. Color grading is super important, so I made a whole course on just color grading. You can find those courses down below. All right, so for this episode of TFF, we're actually gonna be looking at light. And one of the big rookie mistakes that a lot of people do is just using bad light. And now you might be saying, I don't use any light for my travel films. I just go and travel. I don't have any lights. But you're still using lights. You're using the sun or whatever ambient lights, whether it's the tungsten lights indoors or a candle or fire. You're using some sort of light to light your films. You're using natural light. And one of the biggest secrets, it's not even a secret, but people just don't do it, is to film at the best time of day. And that's gonna be sunrise or sunset. And I've said it before, but people just don't listen. But I guarantee you that if you film most of your footage during sunrise or sunset or close to those times, your video is gonna be 100 times better because the light is just gonna be so much better. It makes all your footage look way more cinematic and just way more interesting. And not to mention, it's just not as harsh, so it just looks way better on your characters, whoever's in your videos. Everything just looks better. And some reasons for that are, first off, the colors. The colors during sunset or sunrise are just so much nicer. All the oranges and the reds and all those colors just pop at sunrise or sunset, so you really get way better colors in your films. And number two, the light isn't as harsh. So when you're filming people, if you have midday sun, you get, those raccoon eyes, black shadows in the eyes, and just, it's really harsh and gross on the people. But at sunset or sunrise, the light's gonna be much more soft and just pleasing to the eye, especially when you're filming people. And then number three, which is something that most people don't think about, is the fact that the light comes from the side and not from the top. That makes for really interesting shots where you have light on one side of the face and then shadow on the other side. And that's something you can't do during midday. The light's just coming from all over, it's bouncing all over, and it's really coming heavy from up top. And also you're just gonna get really cool lens flares when the sun's coming from the side and not from the top because it's gonna be in the background all the time. You can use trees or something in the foreground to kind of go in and out of the sun, and it just looks really cool. And the first video is Norway's summer road trip, and it's by Conrad Zicina. I don't know how to say this last name. But it's a video from glorious Norway. I love Norway. It's one of my favorite countries in the world, so I had to choose this video to review. But it's also a really cool video. It's maybe not quite my style, the music choice and that kind of stuff. It's not what I would choose, but I respect this video. There's a lot of really cool shots, and I like that it's a character-driven video. You see this couple, the girl traveling around, going on the train, all these different things. It really adds to the story to have a character-driven video where you see these same characters throughout the video and not just once in a while sprinkled sporadically. But the one big thing that you could have done way better in this video is to just shoot some stuff at sunrise or sunset. I don't think any of these shots were filmed during those times. I think pretty much everything is midday, it's really harsh, and it's not the optimal lighting. So if you would have just taken the time to shoot some stuff at sunset, you would have gotten so much better footage, especially in a place like Norway. All you gotta do is go to one of the fjords up top, and you just get these epic sunsets. It looks amazing from up there. So a super easy way to just make this film way better is to just shoot some sunset stuff. easy. It doesn't actually take that much, but it'll make it way better. But I do appreciate this video. It's a really cool one. Thanks for submitting this video and keep making your films better. Next, we're taking a look at Exploring Germany with Matt Wild. This is a really cool film. I liked a lot of the visuals. I liked the song choice, and I even liked the voiceover. Although the voiceover is a bit overused, I've just seen it in so many different videos that kind of takes away from it. But if this was the first time that I'd heard that voiceover, I would think that this is a really sweet video, and I like the storytelling in it. I liked shots like this one, and I really liked the editing and the pacing of the video. It just kept my interest going. I would say that the sound effects levels are a little bit too high. They're a little bit distracting. You never want your sound design, your sound effects to be too high, because that just kind of makes them fake sounding almost. You don't want to be distracted by them. You want to hear them, but they should kind of just be in the background, just adding to the video and not distracting the viewer. Also, I would say cut out these transitions. I don't think they actually add anything to this video. Again, I think they're actually a bit distracting. I would have rather seen just straight cuts and none of these transitions. But again, we have the same thing of a lot of these shots would be so much better if you just filmed at sunset or sunrise. The lighting is super harsh on a lot of these clips. For example, this one, it would just look 100 times better if it was a little bit softer light. Now you're getting this really harsh light on the arm, and then the face is kind of in the shadows, and it just doesn't look that good. It's a really cool shot, I like it, but the lighting isn't very good. And one thing you can do is, if you have to shoot at midday when the light is really bad, find some shade, especially when you're filming characters. Put them in the shade and it's gonna be a lot more flattering. The light's gonna be a lot nicer and softer versus putting them in direct sunlight, especially when it's half and half. You never wanna go half in the sunlight and half in the shadow unless you're using it in a really cool creative way. But it's really hard to make it look really good, especially in video, just because the dynamic range isn't that good. Also, I would say if you have to be out in the sun, use it as a backlight. Don't use it in the face of the characters. Usually that looks a little bit better. But a really cool video. A lot of good stuff in this one, guys, go check it out. And then our pick of the day is called Travel Sri Lanka, and it's by Alistair Purkis. And right away, look at that light. The light is super nice on these shots, and it just makes them look so much better. Imagine if these shots were filmed at midday, it just wouldn't look good at all. And I don't think this is quite sunrise or sunset. I'm guessing it's closer to sunset, but it still looks way better just because the sun is lower down and it's a little bit softer than it would be at midday. It makes a huge difference. I can't stress this enough. There's also a lot of really cool shots in this, like these temple ritual shots. I really like, again, the use of natural light, using these candles to light the people's faces. It just looks really cool and dramatic. My constructive feedback for this film would be that the intro is a little bit abrupt. I think you should have had some establishing shots, getting the mind prepared that we're in Sri Lanka, just giving us a little bit of context, and then going into those shots of the character. And then that's my second biggest criticism, is that there's really cool shots of the character in the beginning, but then we don't really see the character enough in the film. I would have much rather seen the character throughout the video. You know, seeing that same girl in the temple ritual area with the candles, maybe walking through there, and in the train, and all these different spots, seeing that same character, but we're just not seeing enough of that. And that's why I think that this video is just lacking a little bit of story. But I do like the use of the natural light. Again, at the end, we're using sunset to just get really nice shots. And these shots just wouldn't be very good at all if it was filmed at midday. They're not necessarily the best composed or the craziest shots, but because of the fact that they're filmed at sunset, it looks really nice. So great work on this film, great use of natural light, and this is why it's my pick of the day. I don't know if you were doing it consciously, but keep filming at sunset. It's gonna make your film so much better. So next time you're out traveling and you're making films, make a conscious decision to film at sunrise and sunset. I know it's gonna take a little bit more work and a little bit more effort to actually go out during those times. A lot of times it's not convenient. You don't wanna wake up that early, or you're hungry and you wanna go eat, and so you miss sunset. But it really helps to take the effort and film at those times. And that's really one of those big things that separates the pros from the beginners. If you're not filming at sunrise and sunset, your videos are never gonna be as good as the really pro guys who just have amazing videos. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free lighting, it just takes a little bit of planning, but it's gonna make your videos, I'd say 10, 100 times better if you just film at the right time of day. Alright, that's it for today. If you want to submit your videos, make sure to do it on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, tag me, and use the hashtag TFFeedback. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and guys, enjoy the filmmaking process and go get some of those travel feels.